So I'm sitting waiting for my bag after I get off my plane. This woman comes over, and I'm thinking she's friends with the woman that's sitting next to me. Now, both these women, they have one of them has extremely long fake braids, the other one has, kind of long fake braids. She's obstructing my entire view of trying to see where my bag is so she can ask this girl about her fake hair. Now, first off, I already have an issue with black women wearing hair weave because I just think it's ugly. I don't know who told you it was attractive to put in a 15-foot Rapunzel hair weave with, the curls at the bottom and, just go on about your business. Like, first off, you look like a carbon copy of every single other person. They all have this style, and it's weird. Now in Uganda, they wear hair weave too, and they'll often wear the same kind of styles too, but it's not the long 15-foot hair weave. It's more so like the hair weave up in a bun. Who thinks this is cute other than black women? Who? And my thing is, you're spending all this money on your hair weave when you could be spending money on things that actually are important. I don't know, like your bills. And, it kind of bothered me in Uganda because there's so many Ugandan women. Oh, I don't even want to think about it right now because, look, I come from a line of women who would date men for their money just because they didn't have money. And so they would be mistreated and abused and all this kind of stuff. And I ended up dating men for their money as well. And it led me to a place of insecurity. I wanted to be married. There was a guy that I liked in Australia that I was dating, and we had an arrangement or whatever the deal is. I never slept with them or anything like that, but at some point they do expect for you to sleep with them. And this is what so many Ugandan women are doing. This is what so many black women are doing. They want these things that they don't need. They want the Louis Vuitton purse, and they want the fake hair, and they want the $40 makeup, which, guys, I'll be honest, the $40 makeup, the hair weave, all that kind of stuff from Satan. They put blood in the makeup, they put baby parts, they put feces, and here you are, you're going out, and the less you start to wear makeup, you start to notice how fake people are that do wear makeup. And it also puts you in a mindset of vanity where it's all about your appearance, and so you also are all about other people's appearances. And so I just have to share because I just think it's so unattractive. It's so ugly, and it dampens that person's personality. Sometimes it even gives them a spirit, like a Jezebel spirit, where they're just like, I'm all that, and they want to treat people in certain ways and that kind of stuff. And we reap what we sow. And I'm speaking from my own experience. I thought I was all that in a bag of chips. I never wore hair weave, but I did straighten my hair, and I would go out and I was just like, everybody should want me. Everybody should want me. The reality of the matter is, no, not everybody should want you. Not everybody wants you. And because of your pride, you're going to attract people that are going to actually use and abuse you. You're going to think that this guy is so into you because of your appearance and that kind of thing. All he's trying to do is get in your pants, and he's going to use your insecure, inflated ego in order to do it. And it's going to be easy for him because, you're so full of yourself, you're not going to know any different. So I'm just tired of seeing it. I'm tired of all of it. I mean, God hates it. God really, really hates it. He hates the women. He doesn't hate them, but he hates when women are dating men for the money. He hates when these men are giving money to these women for sex or for companionship or whatever the deal is. He hates your long hair weave. Your weave is ugly. It's fake. You need to learn to love and embrace the hair in which God has given you. And I guarantee your whole demeanor is going to change. You're going to love yourself more, because we know that the reason why you're putting the hair weave in and why you're buying the $40 makeup is because you're not comfortable with yourself. And don't try to sit here and act like you are, because you're not. You're not comfortable with yourself. That's why you have to cover everything up and make yourself beautiful. But let me tell you this, sis, beauty is inwardly, it's not outwardly. So you can can wear the sexy skirt and you can wear the long hair weave and the long eyelashes, if your personality and your attitude and you have hatred toward other people, if this is the realm you're dwelling in, you're not a beautiful person. It does not matter how you look. Now, you might attract a man who is just as vain as you and thinks that you're beautiful because in his mind, beauty is outwardly. But you know what? It's typically going to be a trash relationship for the simple fact is it's based off of vanity. So I'm just, ew, I just don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to. And you know, I remember being in Uganda and I went to the mall and very simple girl. You know, my hair is natural. I wanted to cut it off, but God was like, no, just cut off 2 inches. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because I just think it's easier to have short hair. And I think it's cute when people have short, natural hair. And these girls with these hair weaves and the red lipstick, they call it arrivalism apparently in Africa. And so they have that spirit of arrivalism. I have arrived. I'm working at this cafe, you know, I'm getting paid, I don't know, $7 an hour. I've got my red lipstick on and my tight pants and my tight shirt. And oh my God, look at me. And these are people that are working here and they're like giving me dirty looks. And I'm like, you see what you look like? It was kind of hurtful because I'm like, I didn't do anything, you know. And, you know, if you compare the US or like Australia or something like that in the cafes, you know, the people in the cafes, the customer service is first. They're not giving dirty looks to people, you know. They're not doing that. They're not even like trying to dress up all like that. They have not arrived. They're trying to be humble because they want more service and that kind of thing. But because the place that Africa is in, you know, I don't want to say all of Africa, but the places I've been to in Africa, there's so much oppression when, you know, they feel like they have attained some kind of Western standard, they start acting different. But when you're in the West, they don't really act like that. I mean, it depends on who you are. I just think it's rare, you know. And I've worked in marketing. Have I worked in a cafe? Kind of. I mean, I've worked as a banquet server and wedding server and this kind of stuff. They don't do this kind of stuff. Dallas, a little snooty, yeah. But they cover it up well. And as long as you do what they say, when they say, they're pretty good at it. I mean, I think it's mostly based off of racism, if anything. But sometimes you come across some real, like, stand-up people in Dallas as well. So, I don't know. We need to get rid of all this vanity. Just get rid of it. You're going to feel better in the long run, you know. I think the most beautiful thing God did for me was tell me that I was worth more than rubies, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and that I don't have to seek the validation of people in order to be a person of worth. And that's the thing. Many of these women, I'm sorry, it makes me want to cry. They don't believe any of that. And so that's why they're doing all this. But the truth of the matter is, if this is true of me, it's true of you. And so I stopped worrying about my appearance so much and I felt more free. I stopped worrying about other people's appearances. And, you know, it put me in a place where I'm like, wow, I'm really here. Like, God put me here. I'm not a mistake. So, anyway, y'all be blessed and y'all have a good one. Bye.